Hi, Simon here from HobbyKing.com, and today I've got a couple of quads that I want to show you. It's the KingKong 210 GTH, which is the red one in front of me, which is the H configuration frame, and then the 210 GTX, which is in the green colour here, which is the X configuration. KingKong have done an amazing job with these ready-to-fly quads. The equipment that they've used is actually really race ready. You wouldn't be embarrassed to go to the race field with this and fly these around. Also, the ease of use of these quads, out of the box, put the props on, charge a battery and turn the radio on, and you can literally go flying within minutes. So I'll just run through some of the components on these things. As I said, the wheelbase of these frames is 210 millimeters, 3 millimeter carbon fiber, and the top deck is 1.5 millimeter. So it's incredibly strong frame. The motors that these are running is a 2205 2300 kV. Also with the motors, they've included a couple of tools, which is really great, handy little tool here. You just slip this into the side of the motor, and that will actually lock the motor from turning, and then you can tighten and untighten your props just with the other spanner. So it's a great addition which is included in the kit. Also with these motors on the frame, it has the crash protection around the sides just to protect those motors in the case of crashes. The ESCs are 20 amp BioHeli Opto ESCs. The flight controller you can see just wedged in there is a F3, and the receiver just on top of that, which is running in PWM at the moment. 5-inch props, you get 20 props, so that's 5 sets of props that are included in this kit. As you can see, I've just taken off the props, so I'm going to power this up. It's very important that when you do work on things and when you're powering up these quadcopters, just to make sure that you're taking off the props just for safety reasons. The camera on this is a 700 TVL CCD camera. It has a 2.8 lens on it. It's 115 degrees field of view. It is an IR block camera, and the mounting position on this camera at the front here, you can actually change the position just underneath with these series of holes, which will give you different camera tilts. Also, the camera can tilt itself in that set position. Using the different holes will give you different angle. And then as you progress and fly more aggressively, you'll want more camera tilt. You can actually flip this camera mount up to the top, which will actually give you more camera angle, and the further back will actually give you more camera angle. Then if you are still running out of camera tilt, you can actually start to shim that bracket up, which will give you even more camera tilt. The VTX that's installed is a 600 milliwatt VTX, and it's a 32 channel. So I'll just power this quadcopter up so you can see the little LED screen here, which has your channel and band selection. And you can use the same tool that you use for the motor locking tool to actually change your channels and band. So you can see on the back here, you've got that little 8, which means you're on channel 8. I just press it again, and that's on channel 1, and so forth. And then if you give it a long press, it will actually change to the band selection. So channel A, channel B, channel C, and so forth. Then when you're on the right band, you actually just hold it down again for a long press, and it'll go back to the channel selection again, and it's just short presses for different channel selection. What's included is a great addition to this, which is the right-hand polarized 4-leaf skew planar antenna. Normally most ready-to-fly quads and everything will have these dipole antennas, which are pretty much useless. This is a great addition that I like to see on these ready-to-flies. It's a good antenna already and ready to go. Also on the back of the frame here, you'll see that when you power this up, it has a nice bright LED light. On the green one, when you power that up, it'll actually power up with a green light. Included in the kit is the ICS Radio. This is already pre-bound and pre-configured. Has arm switches and flight mode switches. On the left here is just your arm switch. So throttle down, and then you'll just arm it, and then you'll throttle up, and the motors will actually spin up. And these are your 3 different flight modes. So you'll have a stabilization mode, then you'll have a thing that's called Ratitude, which is a full acro, but then we let go of the sticks, it goes back into stabilization mode, and then into your full acro mode, which you can do flips and rolls and what most guys are flying now in full acro. But to start off with, stabilization mode is a great addition. So what's included in the package is this beautiful coloured instruction manual, a battery strap, some zip ties, double-sided tape, receiver wires, adapter for your ESCs, a bind plug if needed, a cable to plug into your flight controller, some Velcro to attach to your frames, 20 propellers, that's 5 sets of propellers, the motor tightening screw and the motor lock tool as well, and of course the ICS radio. So a couple of additional items that you'll need to have these up into the air. Of course you'll need some batteries for the quads, so something like a 1300 graphene battery in 3S or 4S, or we've got a great selection of multi-star batteries. This is a 1400 with the smart indicator which tells you if it's charged or not charged. 4 AA batteries for your transmitter. You obviously need a battery charger. We have a C3 over there, which is about to be ranged. And of course, you'll have to have some form of goggles. These are the Cyclops, which are actually a great little unit with an auto scan thing there. The related parts that you'll need will be in the web listing down below the bottom of the page. You'll see all the additional parts that you'll need to run these. We'll also be carrying spares for these, and we'll also be carrying spare frames as well. So if you just wanted to buy the frame and not the whole setup, you can do so as well. So that's it for the KingKong 210 GT range, X and H configuration. As always, the product will be linked down below in the video description. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and until next time, see you later.